Today's organizations are learning the competitive advantages of playing as a team. This course offers a disciplined, systematic approach to unlocking people's potential. How to establish a unified sense of direction, clarifying roles, developing outputs, measures and targets, establishing team-based communication and learning systems, and team-based structure and reward systems. The problem with skills like teamwork is it's a very sophisticated skill, and people grow up in an environment where it's every person for itself. I'm heading towards our 5th workshop, which is called Success Through Team Performance. Or take a tradesman. The guy will be at school, every person for himself, may not play team sport, and then he'll do a trade, and the trade, they teach you to be independent, every person for themselves. Then he ends up in an organization where the client doesn't care about anything other than machine availability, and that requires the electrical tradesman, and nobody's trained these people how to work like a team. So the general umbrella for the rest of the components is what we call success through team performance. Now, one of the reasons companies struggle with this is they don't have a good measurement system. Now, if you don't have a good measurement system and you put a reward system on that, you get what I call the one happy and the 9 unhappy person syndrome. Let me go back to a sporting analogy to contrast again how well engineered a sporting environment is and how badly engineered some of these big companies are. If you take the Australian Open, for example, you start off with 128 players, and one of them wins and gets, 4 or 5 million these days, and the one who loses might get 50,000. But nobody complains because the reward system is so well measured and so well engineered that everybody understands it, and you get paid according to a clear, measurable definition of performance in line with what the whole system is trying to do. Then the next system that we look at is structure. So now the question is, you've got your strategic plan, you've got your operational plan. So now the question, what is the best structure? What best structure to achieve your targets? A good organizational structure is when 2 things are happening. The company is getting what it wants in terms of technical results, and people are getting what they want in terms of a team to belong to, social needs met, good work environment as well, direction, role clarity, all of that sort of stuff. So that's organizational structure. I once worked for a container company that's moving containers of ships onto trucks. Now, in common with a lot of shift workers, it was a 24 operation, 3 8-hour shifts, etc. And when I first started there, every shift you got dealt a different team. It was like going home to a different family every night. So the first thing we did was we gave them 16 permanent teams. And it's much easier for them to get to know each other, get to work together, etc. So that is structure. What's also important now is what I call vertical and horizontal alignment between all these systems. So your strategic planning system's got to be aligned with every other system, and that's also part of structure and systems and processes. It's all in that component.